Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lessons and Learning with Larkin. Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, live to you from the United States and from the barn. So welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining me today. If you are on the rebroadcast or if you are joining me live, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to try to find my banner here for you guys so that you know how to contact me further if you want to. You can find me at larkinsreadings.com or Larkin's Psychic Medium Spiritual Interpreter page on Facebook. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I always encourage you to take a few minutes before you ask for a reading and to get yourself centered. Hi, Terry. Welcome from the UK. Welcome. To get yourself centered, to bring yourself a drink. I don't have a candle or incense today because I'm sitting here outside at the barn, but I recommend that you guys bring a candle or incense and really set the mood and the ambiance for yourself for this next hour so we can share this really sacred time together with Spirit. Okay. While I'm waiting for you all to log on, I'm going to share a little bit about what makes this hour unique together. You guys can ask anything metaphysical, spiritual, or even paranormal if you're having issues with something there or questions. If you're wanting to build confidence and development for your own abilities, you guys can ask about that. We can do mediumship, including mediumship for animals. We can do, connections with angels and spirit guides or mediumship for loved ones who have passed on. There's all sorts of things we can talk about here, guys. We can talk about dreams, animal wisdom and guidance. We can talk about, before and after life. Anything metaphysical, spiritual, or paranormal here, you guys can talk about, including anything that has to do with animals, my biggest passion, okay? So welcome and come on in. Please know that I will, I'm very thorough, but these are free online readings. That means they're not going to be as thorough as a small group reading like my angel party readings, which I do once a month. This month it's going to be June 16th. Other readers do them as well, or a private reading, okay? So when you get on these, just keep that in mind. I will be as thorough as possible. However, for the free online readings, Spirit asks me to please try to get to as many people as possible so that Spirit can bring them comfort and guidance. Okay. Welcome. Let's see. We have Amy, Leanne, Casey. Second time today, Casey. Becky, Andrea, Carolyn. Let's see. Maybe it's Caroline. Let's see. Jenna. Oh, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer. I had a friend named Jenna. And Krish. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. In order to give you guys a few minutes to settle in and sort of get in your center before you jump in and ask for readings, because that really helps your energy to get centered and it helps you to better receive what Spirit has for you. I'm always asked by Spirit at the beginning of these broadcasts to share a little bit of wisdom with you, Spirit, just in general, and that always means that there are people on here that need to hear that, okay, or be exposed to that, okay. Today, Spirit wants me to remind all of you to take time with you, just with yourself, to get to remember who you are. Those of you who follow me know that I am constantly coaching and encouraging you to remember who you are. But the question Spirit wants me to ask you is, do you really know what that means? Do you really understand what that means? Hello, Lydia, welcome. What does it mean to really remember who you are? What does it mean to remember who you are as the observer behind your thoughts, as Eckhart Tolle describes? The eternal, sacred being, the electromagnetic energy that you are, the electromagnetic energy that is eternal consciousness, your soul, that is so much more than the decades that you will live in this body in this lifetime. Because I believe Spirit wants me to remind you of this today, my friends, because when you tap into this and you know innately without the shadow of doubt who who you are. You might not be able to put words to it. You might not have all your future and past life memories. You might not be able to get a picture, an image of a face that you are, but you know in your core who you are. Excuse me, chills. Everything changes. How you respond to people treating you changes. The stress that you have about what to do next in your life changes. All of a sudden, life stops seeming like an end-all, matter-of-fact, black and white, this is how it's going to be forever type of experience. And you begin to remember that you always have been and that you always will be, and that this is ongoing. And life takes on a completely different perspective, a different light, and it becomes a different experience for you. Okay, so that is Spirit's a little piece of wisdom for you today that I believe is not so little. So thank you all for bearing with me. It always wants me to share something, and my loyalty is first to Spirit, not to your egos. Okay, and mind is synonymous with ego. So keep in mind, if you come on here for one of my readings, you will probably get a call to action, what to do, what not to do, how you can shift things, because you are a member of your spirit team. You cannot leave yourself out. And I'm always reminded to share that with you. Okay. Your choices and actions, your radical responsibility matter most here. Okay. So don't leave it all up to your angels and spirit guides. Okay. What you do and choose and believe and think matters. Okay. And the other thing is that when we're doing readings here, okay, my loyalty is first to Spirit, not to our egos. So that means not to my ego if I feel pressured by my audience, not to your ego what you want to hear. I will honestly just give you what Spirit has for you. Okay. And if you feel like you keep needing the same messages, or you're getting the same messages from Spirit, things don't match up, just keep in mind Spirit will gently keep reminding you in different ways until you get what they know you need. That includes your higher self. Okay, because you've got to get past that before you can move on to the next thing that you want. All right, let's get going here. We're gonna don't be disheartened, my friends. Hi Krish, welcome. Hi Andrea, hi Bree. If you guys don't get a reading today, just please know I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can. Again, it's free online reading, so the goal is to offer comfort and guidance first. Okay, that's the first goal of Spirit and what they asked me to do here. But I will go where I am guided, and if you don't get one from me today, please know that Veronica has amazing readers every day of the week on here. You can always reach out to me on my Facebook page for a private or small group reading, or catch me on live later. But Spirit will make sure you get a reading at just the right time for your right message. Okay. All right. I also brought my Sacred Force cards because we had a national holiday here yesterday and I was not able to get online. So good evening, Caroline. Welcome. Oh, Becky from Canada. Yay. Very cool. All right. All right, Leanne. Let's start with you, please. Let me get out my Sacred Forest card just because these are fun for you guys. Now, hopefully nothing will blow away. I'm having to sit outside today here at the barn, and it's like, it feels amazing out here, but it's really windy. I didn't realize how windy it was, so I might just blow over totally. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's see here. I have hers highlighted. Very good. All right. Yes, Krish, we are spirit beings having a human experience. That is exactly right. Exactly right. So now, guys, I also want to remind you with these free online readings, if you guys have something specific you want to ask about, please make sure you say that, not just me, I have a reading, just because then there's less investigation work, less side conversation in the beginning I have to do with Spirit, less Spirit has to tell me about what's going on with you first, okay? It is very windy, Bree, yes. It is very windy. But so since I'm moving along more quickly, if there's something more specific you guys want to know, let me know. Spirit will share what it believes is most important. But if there's other things you're curious about, let me know here. Okay. Caitlin, welcome. And Donna, yay. All right. Hello, Lauren. All right. Let's see what we have here for Leanne here. Ooh, magic. We have Moonlight Enchantment. I'm going to get 2 cards for you. And Fire Spirit Energy. Excellent. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I love these Denise Lynn cards, guys. They're Sacred Forest Oracle cards. These are like my favorite cards. I freaking love these. She is amazing. She's a dimension walker like me, so I really love and trust her her cards. I think they're phenomenal. The first one, Leanne, that I have for you, I'm going to share what Denise Lynn says, a little bit of what she says, and then I'm going to share with you what spirit comes in exactly for me with. But this is the card. Interesting. Okay, so when I was shuffling the cards and I picked up the card, Leanne, one of the wolf card came up. One of the wolf cards came up just when I was going to shuffle them. And I think that's interesting because then when I went ahead and shuffled and picked a card for you, this card, if you notice, and actually all these guys are really important, I believe. The images in them are specifically important. You'll notice this one actually has a wolf on it, which I think is interesting considering the first card I picked up for you had a wolf on it in the beginning. Okay. So here's what Denise says, and then I'm going to share with you about this. Okay. And this is very true. There's a lot of magic around you. Denise says, magic is all around you. The veil between the worlds is thin right now. And I'm going to edit that by saying it is for you right now and where you are. There are different veils of thicknesses of veils between dimensions at different times for different places in different people and for different people and at different times. Okay. But this is true for you right now, Leanne. For fairies, elves, angels, and spirit beings are just a thought away. This is so true, Leanne. You're so surrounded right now. It is indeed a magical universe, and the key to opening the doors of those realms is trust. Oftentimes people say faith, but yeah, trust in this and trust in yourself. All may not be as it seems. You guys hear me say that all the time. Things are not as they appear. Okay. By the protective light of the moon, the magic of the universe surrounds you, even though it is dark around that light. The light of the moon always shows you the way, reminding you to trust what you feel. You are safe. So this is really phenomenal, Leanne, actually right now. What I'm getting for you, and this is very, very interesting, is that the elves and your spirit guides, the elves and fairies and the natural world has always really tried to break through for you and to get closer to help you tap into your intuition and the magic that is surrounding you. Whether you believe you want this or not right now, but they're also showing me is that there's always been a little bit of skepticism, and skepticism is healthy. That can be very healthy. But trust on your part. Is this real? Do I really have these abilities? Am I really sensing this? And they've really been trying to get through for you. You know, a lot of what you thought was like imaginary friends in childhood really was not. That was real. And I'm being asked to share with you that imagination is actually real. Okay. So imagination is different than pretend. You can say, well, you know, I can pretend it's nighttime out even when it's daylight. All right. But imagination is actually your beyond your clairs, your being's senses being able to come through your mind and your cognitive human senses. Okay. Your cognition and your human senses. So imagination is very important because when we lose that, we also lose our ability to really see and sense the other world, other dimensions. And we're not just talking ethereal world here. We're not just talking angels and spirit guides and loved ones. This card and what they're sharing with me for you specifically is focusing on other dimensions, other realms that you naturally have a connection to. Okay. And you know, I see that you have been in and with and interacted with and have a cosmic memory of these other realms, these magical realms where the dragons and the unicorns, the Pegasus, the elves, the fairies actually still exist, because they can look into our realm and they can see us, right? But we often have trouble sensing them. What's going to make a difference in reconnecting these worlds is when people like you believe these things. Okay. When people like you are trusting in your senses and trusting what you believe. All right. So they are trying to get through to you. All right. This is very important. Hello, Bridget. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. So I'm going to share, you have a lot of that magic in you. What is going to make a big difference for you Leanne, actually is your trust in it. You're reawakening things, you know, from your childhood that you may have written off. It's just being imagination. Okay. This is super important for you. This is actually the type of thing that we talk about in my Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind every Thursday. If that's something you want to join, I answer people's questions about that. All right, so the other one I got for you is Fire Spirit, which is really important. That's very powerful. That's a lot of energy. It's a lot of inspiration. It's a lot of excitement. It's a lot of newness. It's a lot of energetic energy and electricity, right? Remember, your electromagnetic energy, okay? Fire is the element of action. It's the element of taking action, okay? So I'm going to share with you again what Denise says, and then I'm going to share with you what your spirit guides and what spirit is sharing with me for this with the fire element, okay? It says take action, which is great because that's what is around you for this, right? There are times for you to initiate some shift. Fire initiates shifts, okay? This is not the time to hold back in life. Do not repress what you feel or allow yourself to be drained by others. Also, I'm getting here too. Don't allow yourself to be dampened down, right? If you strive to meet others' expectations and fulfill needs of others, but forget to honor your own needs, your energy will become depleted and dull. And that's what I'm feeling. That's what I feel has already happened. And the other thing I'm being shown, Leanne, is that there are some things here that have become such a norm for you that you don't even realize it. I am being shown that you have a level of energy and motivation and inspiration and connection that you just faintly remember now. And that energy can be used in your life for the things that you're wanting to change and you're wanting to manifest. And you're not digging deep enough down, Leanne. They're showing me you're not digging down and grabbing that fire, and you're not utilizing your magic. You have both of these tools, and you sort of like put them on the burner, on the wayside, and kind of semi forgot about them because the world tells you, yeah, not really. That's not real. Do other things. Do more intellectual things. Try to work things out in a more intellectual way. These things are just imaginary, childish things, and they're not. This is your real power in here. You brought this power with you, and they're asking me to ask you, where is it? What are you doing with it? Why are you sitting on it, Leanne? Why are you being less than who you are? And that real you needs to come back right now. They're waiting for her to come back. The powers that be, the magic, the nature spirits, they are waiting to support you in your dreams, but they can't if you don't bring these back. Okay. And you can remember how to bring these back, but you have to be the one to do it, because that's your way of giving your free will permission in order for them to step in and help you. Okay. And be more playful. As I put your card back and got ready to shuffle for the next person, this is what came up, and this is for you. So get that playful, lighthearted, fiery spirit back for yourself, okay? This is really, really important, Leanne. And if you need a reminder, come back, listen to this broadcast again. You're the first reading. Get that reminder and reconnect with these things, because it'll reconnect you with the things that you're wanting in a very down-to-earth, practical way, all right? Leanne, let me know if that resonates with you, please. Thank you. I'm going to send you off with all of those wonderful spirits and supporters there for you. Let's see here, guys. Thank you. All right. I love it. Let's see. I'm going to do this first here. I see you guys. I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can today, okay? Let's see. Am I on the right path? I've got changes coming in my career. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that comes in for you, Amanda, is they're asking me to remind you to make sure that you always look deeper than just what's on the surface and at an intellectual level of things that are going on. Okay, I'm going to shuffle cards for you, but they're asking me to remind you to please make sure that you are not getting caught up in the superficial life. Okay, remember, your career should be an extension of who you really are and what really brings you fulfillment and joy. They're asking me to ask you, Amanda, does it? Do you love it for the reasons that are your true fulfillment? This is very important. So true, Leanne. Awesome. I'm so glad that resonated with you. You are very welcome. Keep me posted, okay? But do this, because if you want things to move forward, you got to do this, okay? Thank you for your feedback. So, Amanda, they want you to go deeper, okay? So career-wise, you're fine. On a surface level, there are changes coming, yes. Will you be successful with that? Yes, I see that that's possible. Will you reach a point of success where you're like, all of a sudden, wait a minute, am I not totally fulfilled? That is a possibility. So what they're asking me to check in with you is go a little deeper than just, do you like the career changes? Are they intellectually and monetarily in the direction that you want? Go a little deeper than that. Do they make your heart sing? Is it what is really fulfilling to you? Okay, that's what they're asking me to check in with you about, because they said that that's very important. Okay, I'm scrolling down here to see. Yes, okay, awesome. Okay, good. So I'm gonna draw 2 cards for you here. Aha, interesting. Oh, okay, this is great. All right, so it's amazing how what Spirit shows me just fits right in with what the cards that come up. It's just amazing. Sorry I'm talking so fast, guys. I should not speak this fast, but I'm trying to get through as fast as Spirit's coming through for you, okay? They got a card. I drew the passage card, which I absolutely love this. Standing Stones is passage. And that's interesting because based on what your spirit guides were just sharing with me, you have some choices there, and you can go through a rite of passage for a whole nother version and dimension of life, actually. And then also flow. Okay. So what you have been doing, and what you're going to find you're going to need to make a shift in again moving forward. I'm going to actually start with the flow card for you, Amanda. So what they're showing me very clearly is, so you have done very well sort of going with the flow, matching your intentions with going with the flow and kind of gliding over challenges that have come up. And that is one of the reasons why you're having these career opportunities and shifts and changes that are happening for you. They want you to keep doing that, okay? What they're showing me though is that there is a change in direction coming, and it's going to be a little more difficult for you to go with the flow because you're not going to intellectually understand all the changes. And part of that is because it's going to be out of your comfort zone, okay? But also understand that everything you want is out of your comfort zone. They're also concerned that you're going to have trouble distinguishing between getting out of your comfort zone and a shift in flow. Getting out of your comfort zone and a shift in flow, they are two very different things, okay? Everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. So if it's taking you in a brand new direction, that's not necessarily the wrong thing. If you're making a decision in having to make choices that are out of your norm, in your comfort zone, that is okay, because that takes you to your next vision, okay? However, they still want you to remain aligned with your intuition. Okay, and going with the flow often means riding out the things you think are not fitting what you want. Riding out the things you think are not fitting what you want. Remember, things are not as they appear. So stay very, very close to your intuition and make sure you're listening to your spirit guides. They will support your intuition, okay? Your intuition comes from your higher self, your eternal consciousness, your free will. Your spirit guides share that same voice and wisdom because your higher self shares the wisdom your spirit guide has. Okay, so the eternal you, the observer behind your thoughts, as Eckhart Tolle calls it. Okay, that shares the same wisdom as your spirit guides. So just understand though that getting out of your comfort zone does not mean you're heading in the wrong direction. It just means to make a shift to the next plateau where everything you want, remember, everything you want is out of your comfort zone, right? So you have to go through that little bit of discomfort, distinguish between what is out of alignment with you, what is just not you, versus what is going to give you a feeling of empowerment and excitement and renewal, which will be out of your comfort zone. and they just gave me, I just said in my words there, they gave me how you need to distinguish between the two. Okay. The out of your comfort zone that is heading in the direction you want is a new, exciting, brand new, fresh feeling, but it's kind of scary, but it's new and exhilarating. Okay. Whereas out of alignment is like, eh. Okay. So be able to tell the difference so you can get out of your comfort zone and make the shifts you want to in a way that move you on to the next plateau that's part of your vision. Okay. I'm sorry for going so fast. I'm just trying to do this as quickly as Spirit is giving it to me so I can get to as many people as I can. Okay. If you guys want more thorough, in-depth readings, then find a reader you trust. It does not have to be me. If you want it to be me, you can find me on my Facebook page listed here or larkinsreadings.com. But Veronica has a ton of amazing readers on here. So if you guys want things more in-depth, then I would recommend getting a private reading or joining a group reading like my online group, Angel Party Reading, which is a small semi-private group for a lot less of the cost than a regular reading. Okay. Oh, I'm also doing half price reading, guys. 1 hour reading for half price until the end of May. So if you want an hour-long reading with me that is half price, you only have 4 days left to get that. Okay. All right. So this one I think leads into this really well. I hope I'm doing this in the right order. Maybe I'm not. I think the flow, what they were talking about, fits really well into your passage, the rite of passage. The passage is you actually going through, it'd be like going through a narrowness in a cave where you don't really know where you're going and you don't really recognize it. But if you can squeeze through that area, what you find happens is that you come out at a whole new level. You come out in a new place. And that's really where Spirit is trying to guide you. You are ready, Amanda, to come through in a new place. Okay. And so what is important here is that you are willing to embrace that and you are brave about it. You just plow through it and go with the flow, allow it to happen, apply the art of allowing. The rite of passage doesn't just take you horizontally, it actually takes you up to a new plateau. And that's where you're headed. And that's actually where these shifts in career can take you, because obstacles are opportunities, and they're giving you the opportunity to take yourself as a whole being and your entire life to a new plateau. Okay. So trust in that. Know that your spirit guides are there. If you want more guidance from them, you can always join my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, which is the 29th of June, and I only take 10 to 15 people. So you can find that on my Facebook page if you want to do that. But your spirit guides, Amanda, are right there holding your hand through all of this. Okay. You're doing a good job listening to them, and they are just want to encourage you to continue doing that. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you, Amanda. It's amazing and beautiful reading. Come back and let me know how it goes as the months go by. All right. Sorry, guys. It's so windy. I can't even see what I'm doing here. Hold on. I didn't realize it was going to be so windy out there. Okay. Let's see here where Spirit is taking me next. Hello, everybody. All right. Spirit's pulling me up here. Okay, here. Louise, let me know what kind of messages you want, please. Since we're doing free online readings, please let me know if there are any specific messages that you're wanting so I can tap into this, please. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do some mediumship here. Would love a message from my mom and granddad. Amy, awesome. All right, let's tune into you here. There's some cards for you, and we'll see if we can invite them in. Okay, switching from cards to mediumship here, and all the souls are like, yay! They're all excited and coming forward. I love this. I love to kind of narrate to you guys what's happening for me on my end as far as spirit and souls that come in, so you can kind of hopefully live vicariously with me through this, because all of you guys can do this. You can all tune into Spirit, and I like to take you with me on it so you have a feeling of how real this is and what's really happening. Okay. Let's see. Your foster care. Oh my goodness, Amanda, how exciting. Bless your heart. Okay. You've got your work cut out for you, girl. All right. Let's see here if we can get your mom and granddad in. All right, I see a closeness there. Amy, was your, let's see, your mom and granddad, is this your mother's father? Please let me know. Is this your mother's father? Um, because I see two figures coming in, and they are like really close, like shoulder to shoulder, like they were holding hands and they moved forward, and then they got so excited that they like squeezed each other's hand and just like close, very, very close. And that in that closeness usually indicates a lot of times we have both sides of our family oftentimes are also soul family, but in this case these two souls seem so close. They seem like they really went through a life close together here. Let's see. Yes, they were awesome, fantastic. Okay, well, they are there moving in with them. I'm getting some attention drawn to the color of your mother's hair, Amy. And at first, it looked like it was sort of like had warm hues to it, almost like a warm, like almost like a reddish blonde or a warm light brown. And she's drawing attention to the color of her hair. She is actually at the moment wearing like she's wearing bright colors moving forward. I'm not sure if it was just to get my attention today, but moving forward, I'm just describing to you what she is wearing right now. I also see she's got a ring on and a bracelet. So I see some jewelry that is notable for her there coming through, Amy. Let's see here. I'm going to focus more on this right now in the moment and less on the cards, Amy, because I want to kind of pick up on everything that they're sharing with me. Okay, and your grandfather's, he's coming in. Let's see, did your grandfather have reading glasses, Amy? I'm asking them to give me forms of confirmation for each of them to make absolutely sure it's validation that this is them for you, so you can recognize and relate to them, know that it's them, and I have some physical validation that I'm giving them. He did. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure it's here. Let's see. And your mom's like going like this. She's like, oh, my bracelet, my bracelet. So she has a bracelet on, actually, that's like pretty thick. It actually looks like to me that it's like a beaded bracelet, like pretty large beads. It's something that it looks like she got while she was like on a vacation, like on like some sort of a beach vacation or something. It looks like she got, and she's just very colorful. Your granddad is coming through, and oh my gosh, I've got chills. Like, I love the sound of his voice. He just has a very calming, soothing, recognizable voice here with us today. Let's see, I'm still asking him to give me some more confirmation here that it's them. Let's see here. Your favorite color is yellow. I'm gonna put this up for everybody to see. Your favorite color is yellow, and she loved bright colors. Yeah, well, she's wearing a lot of bright colors today. Very festive. Let's see. And he was such a calming person. Okay, that's the sense I'm getting from him. Good. Okay. Both of them were excellent. Okay. I just want to get confirmation. I'm asking them to each give me another form of confirmation, please. Guys, it is so easy because all of this is vibrational frequency, and it would be very easy for things to come through and for them to be too general and for a reader to peg with generalities for a soul. So I always ask Spirit to please give me at least 3 forms of physical validation and confirmation that it's them, because I would have no way of knowing these things. And it's very important that you guys trust the souls that are coming through, that you know I'm not making this up, that these are really souls coming through. It's also important for me because I want to know for sure. I want the proof and validation too. Okay, I want the proof and validation that you know and recognize very specifically things about these people Sometimes they come through with confirmation and validation very easily, and sometimes it's not so quick and easy. Sometimes we sort of have to struggle with it, and I just want to make sure that is the most important thing on these free readings, even more than a message, that they're just there, that it's really who we think it is and want to come through, okay? So that's why I'm doing all this. All right, let's see here. Any problems? They both were the best problem solvers. You missed them so much. Yeah, I can see they were very, very stable and supportive foundation, not just for you, but for the rest of the family. Okay, let me see here. Let me see what else they have to share as well. I'm getting another younger energy as well. Do you have a sibling, Amy? Do you have a sibling? I'm getting energy of another person that is a living presence, actually. That would be like a sibling or a cousin energy of yours, that your mom and granddad related to very closely as a family member that they loved and cared for, that they have been watching over. Let's see here. Your granddad was in charge of the family. Yeah, he really gives off a calm, cool, and collected, stable presence. And I can see where he was really depended on and looked up to and respected by the family members. Okay. Two siblings, twins. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. The energies that I'm picking up on right now, I was going back and forth between two energies, but are the twins a girl and a boy by any chance, Amy? Are the twins a girl and a boy? You have an older sibling too. Okay, so let's start off the siblings, because your mom and granddad are bringing your siblings first into my attention right now. And I think it's because they want to get through and make sure that this is their third form of validation for me, that they're recognizing, present, knowing, and observing your siblings, and B, just to send their love out to them, let them know that they love them. Okay. So there's twins and then an older sibling. Okay, so I'm getting male and female energy with your siblings. Okay, yes, a girl and a boy. Okay, it is. Okay, I was having a hard time pulling through. In spirit, it doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy, but in physical here for us, it does. So I was having a hard time because I was seeing both male and female energy in your sibling energy. So there we go. So please know that I would have no way of knowing that and use that as a form of validation. They're wanting you to know that they recognize that and they see that energy and they're watching over all of you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, we'll get to your daughter. I think they were using that as a form of validation, just to showing me that, the twins were a girl and a boy. I would have absolutely no way of knowing that. Okay. So that's why I was going back and forth and seeing those two energies. Please know that they're both there. They're watching over all of you. They're also showing me a graduation. So who was it that is coming up on or has just had a recent graduation of some kind? They're showing me, yeah, I can't forget the twins. That's right. Well, the reason that they chose the twins, Amy, was because that gave me the opportunity for them to show me a girl and a boy. So we could ask and get that validation, because that's not just something that, that's not something I would just be guessing. That's something that I would be asking them. They would be telling me. I would have no way of knowing that. Okay. And they showed me that girl and boy energy there. All right. They are showing me a graduation that is coming up or that is upon us. Somebody moving to, you have an older brother. Yeah. Let's see. The graduation that is coming up. These are just other forms of validation to let you guys know that they're okay. They're there. They're loving you guys and they're keeping an eye on you. Again, if you guys want a more in-depth, personal, private reading, you can always join my angel party on the 16th of June. I only take 20 people. It's $30. It's a 2-hour event. If you want something more private, or I'm offering half price readings till the end of May. Or if you guys want a private or semi-private reading with another reader, go ahead and do that if you guys want more than what you're getting online here, okay? Let's see. graduation. Your older brother had a graduation. Everyone was proud of him. Yes, awesome. Okay. Well, that's their way of showing you that they recognize that they know the twins, because I wouldn't know that. They gave you validation about how they looked. They showed the graduation. They showed me the graduation coming up, and they just want you guys to know that they're so proud of you, that you guys are doing such an amazing job holding the family together, loving one another, supporting one another, holding their memories, keeping their memories going online. And they love you all so much. They also want you guys to keep talking to them. Okay, keep talking to them and know that they can hear you. Yeah, you have a girl and a boy too. That's so exciting. They're watching all of you guys. Okay, they're keeping an eye on all of you. And they just want to thank you all for talking about them all the time, keeping their memory alive, for passing on to your children things that they taught and shared and passed on with you as well. Okay. That is very, very important. They also, your mom also wants to just thank you. She said that you made sure that your kids got something special of hers. It looks like your daughter got a special piece of jewelry, and she wants to thank you for doing that. And she knows that your daughter specifically really, really misses her. So please just pass on the message that they really, truly are there. And if you have to, show them this video. Let them know that they came through. I have no idea who you are. I had no idea who they were until they came forward hand in hand. And if you share this with your family, that can be very comforting to them, just knowing, even if they don't believe in mediums, that they're truly there with you guys. They're there to help answer your prayers, to love and protect you and support you. Okay. Thank you so much, Amy, for letting me read for you. I'm going to send them off with you. Please know that you and your family are going to have a better connection with them now. Okay. You'll have a closer connection to them. Thank you so much. And keep talking to them to strengthen that connection. All right. That was beautiful and amazing. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to go through so quickly, but there's so many people that want to need readings. And I'm trying to get that. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's quick do this. Let's quick pop in an animal here. Krish, welcome. Hi, Larkin. My kitty Klaus just moved from my parents' home to mine. Is he okay living with me now? Yes, he is. Oh, my goodness. What love. Oh my goodness, I just love him. Yes, he's still adjusting, he's still adapting, but what I'm seeing, Chris, is that you're making things very comfortable for him. And you're making him feel home. He's still trying to feel like it's his home. He's still making adjustments. Anything you can replicate from before is comfortable, but actually he's finding very unique things that he really likes living with you. He is making the adjustment. He is adapting. And I see that, he is starting to transition over into feeling like really at home with you. And in the next couple months, I see he's going to feel just completely settled in. He's still trying to tell you that the ways that they spoiled him, that he wants, things that he wants in connection. But he feels that you're very attentive, that you respect him, that he has a place in the house, that he really is, you have made it his home. And so he feels very in place there instead of out of place. He feels very in place. He says in place is the words that he's using. So you're doing a wonderful job. Just keep, asking him and paying attention to what he's trying to tell you. And you guys are good. I'm getting that's a real chills, which is a thank you and validation for me, that you're doing a great job helping him to settle in. And this was definitely the right move for him. I also want to thank you personally, Krish, for asking on his behalf. This is really powerful, and the animal souls really respect and appreciate when you guys do that for them. Okay, it's fantastic. I love it. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Krish. All right, Terry Louise, let's see here. Could I have a relationship reading, please? Will you be in a new relationship anytime soon? Okay, so Terry, first of all, I'm going to draw 2 cards for you, but you have some relationship energies. I see 3 potential relationships in your energy field right now. The only thing that is making or breaking the type of relationship that you're really wanting and for things to click for you, there's a few things that you need to change in how you handle going into a relationship and what you handle once you're in a relationship. Okay. I see that your energetic field is ready. You are really ready for a good, long-term, strong relationship to work out. And one of the things that you're going to need to be doing, I'm actually choosing 2 cards for you right now. One of the things that you need to be doing is, this is very cool, actually, what I just got for you. I love it. I love how the cards match up to exactly what comes through. So one of the things that you need to do is you need to trust standing in your power. What they're showing me is that when you get in a relationship, you're like in your power and you're in your center, and then you get in a relationship and you tend to let yourself be pulled off center. And you can't do that. For the relationship to really blossom the way you want it to, you have to stay in your center. And look what I pulled for you. Dragon power. Okay. Standing in your power. You need to stay standing in your power because that is what attracts the right relationships to you in the first place. Okay. So when you're standing in your center and you're aligned, that's attracting the right matches for you. And I see 3 of those in your vicinity. Okay. So standing in your power, though, also means you're not extending yourself and reaching out with too much of a want or need for a relationship. Okay. You got to stand in your power, stand in that center and trust. Stand in your power and trust. Okay. Because that relationship is already coming your way. And it's not just one. There's several potential relationships there that you're going to be able to choose from, and that's going to be okay as long as you stand in your power. Okay. As soon as you get out of your power, you sever that connection for the relationship. Okay. So the most important thing for you to focus on is not the relationship, but staying in your center. Okay. The other card that I picked for you is courage. So the Aspen spirit, my horse's name is Aspen. You, one of them. This takes courage. This takes courage. The relationship you want takes courage. It means accessing a level of vulnerability that you have not wanted to access before. And in order to have the relationship that you're really wanting, you have to allow that part of you to actually be vulnerable. Okay. Yes, I know. I love the dragon too. Yes. Yeah. So, let's see. Not sure you cope with the rate. You don't have to cope with it. There's 3 energies in your vibrational field. And so it's just going to be a matter of how you're aligned. That means 3 opportunities. Okay. That doesn't mean you're going to have to deal with three relationships at one time. That will mean you'll either go through 3 opportunities and you'll end up choosing the right one, or it means there's 3 energies in your field, and by standing in your power, the ones that are not right for you are going to fall away. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to be overwhelmed with that, but it does take courage. And part of the courage that needs to happen is where and when you play it safe. That's when you're going to need to step up your courage. Okay. And in stepping up that courage, you're standing in your power. When you do that, the right aligned partner, it's not so much about the partner, it's about your energy. Because the wrong partners then fall away. And what I'm seeing is that in the past, you haven't allowed that to happen as easily as you could have. That takes trust, which is what takes the courage. Okay. And you can do it. So I see this whole process actually happening for you, like happening really fast over the next 6 months. And it's going to feel like it's happening really fast. Like you're kind of like, oh my God, it's going to happen faster for you, faster than you can keep track of. So what you just have to do is implement these things, stay in your center and trust like you're on a roller coaster, and just let it take you and trust. Okay. Because things are going to unfold very, very quickly, and you're going to need these components. Okay. This is super exciting. I'm very happy for you. So, keep focused on that. Let me know how it goes, and just stay in your center. They're saying stay in your center and trust. Stay in your center and trust. This is very important. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I'm excited. Hi, Natalie. Welcome. Hey, Tanya. Welcome. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Anne. All right. Let's see here. Guys, I'm just going where spirit is taking me right now. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Okay, we have like 10 minutes left. Let's see, guys. Try to be a little more specific. If you're saying you want guidance or you're wanting to connect with loved ones, let me know who, because Spirit is wanting me to cover as many people as I can right now. And so it is really important that I don't have to spend your reading time on here trying to track down who that is. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, I love life path questions. And I love guidance questions. Hold on one second. I need to get to you're welcome, Krish. Yes. I'm so glad it gives you comfort. I freaking love that. Okay. Let's see here. Lethea, my son is 10. He lost his dad when he was 3. I'm trying to hear from his dad. Please and thank you. Okay, let's see here. Whew. Let's see. This gentleman had dark hair, Alethea. Let's do some validation here. Do you have dark hair and like a really great smile? There's a soul coming through right now that let's see, has a really great smile. It's just making me so happy to see his smile. Dark hair. He's showing me like kneeling down and like putting his arms out like this, like he would put his arms out for his son. Let me know if this resonates with you, Alethea. Wow. He's so sorry that he left you guys. And let's see. He actually he talks to your son constantly, Alethea. He's always whispering in his ear and just so gently. I've got such chills right now. There's so much love there. He's letting me feel how much your son really misses him. And he's also sharing with me that your son is afraid that he's forgetting his father, that he's going to forget what he looked like in his mind, that he's worrying about this right now, that he's going to forget how he feels. He's going to forget the sound of his voice. And he's showing me that as he's getting older, he feels like that's fading. And so what he's trying to do is he's trying to help him hold on to those memories. And when we get past the age of 6, it's very easy to start forgetting these things because our cognitive mind starts taking over. And your husband on the other side, his father on the other side is trying very hard to help him hold on to these memories. He's been constantly whispering in his ear, talking to him, trying to have his energy in his vicinity, hoping that he can help your son to feel in his heart and soul that he's with him, even if he feels that he's forgetting how he looks or the sound of his voice. He doesn't want him to forget that. He wants him to always feel and know that he's there with him and by his side. Okay, this is very important. Were you not married then, Alethea? Because he came through and said your husband. He said he wanted to be your husband, like he's coming through as your husband. That's how he keeps speaking to me. And so if he had remained in this world, he wanted to that's how he saw himself, literally saw himself as. He said he's not going anywhere. He is going to keep being in your son's energy field, being there, talking in his ear. He wants your son to know that the voice he thinks he hears is really his, and it's the same voice he had here. lovely, lovely voice. It makes me want to tear up. Like I have such chills right now, which is your son's father coming through and thanking me and giving me validation that that is accurate. He said he is going to keep coming up behind him and putting his hands on his shoulders and speaking in his ear and giving him encouragement and telling him he's proud of him and that he'll always be his son no matter what. And he's always going to be there for him no matter what, and how strong he is and what a strong man he is and what a strong heart he has. These are words that he says to him. And he's like, I'm telling him this, even though he's still a kid. I'm telling him these things because I want him to be confident. And I want him to know how much he is like me. And how these traits that he sees in himself are aspects of me coming out in him. And in that way, I'm really with him. Okay. This is amazing, Alethea. This is like so powerful and beautiful. And he wants him to know that he's not going to forget the most important things because he is becoming so much like his father. And those qualities are going to shine out. And if he wants to know and remember the parts of his dad that he's forgetting, he's saying, don't worry, because you are like me. You are like me. And the best qualities that I had are going to shine through in you. So you won't ever forget. He's like, you won't forget my face because just look at a picture and it will remind you that is me. And that is me smiling at you. Okay. And he's like, and you won't forget how I feel because I'm always going to be there with my hands on your shoulder and patting you on the back and giving you a hug. And he's like, and you're not going to forget how I sound because that voice, you wonder if it's really who you hear in your head. That is me. He's like, that is me. And I'm always going to stay strong. And I believe this, Alethea, because not only is he telling me this, and he's giving me chills telling me how true this is, but he has been nonstop with your son. And so your son, even as he gets older, he's not going to lose that voice in his head and in his heart in that field. Because while your son was young, he stayed on him and with him so strongly. Okay. Yeah, it looks just like him. Yeah. It's uncanny. The traits that I'm sensing that he's sharing with me are coming through in him. It's like he is so much like his father. And so not to ever worry about that. And honestly, from what I'm seeing and feeling and from what he's sharing, he's not going to have to worry about that. What he is going to have to do is just trust and believe. He doesn't have to tell anybody, but he needs to trust and believe that really is he's hearing in his head, him that he's feeling. His father loves him so much. And his entire mission on the other side now is to be there to walk him through life and support him and to continue to be his best friend. Usually when people ask me, Alethea, can those that cross over be our spirit guides? My answer is no, because our spirit guides come to us specifically. They are not those that walk with us in this life. They are specifically assigned to us. We know them before we're born. They are assigned to us. Okay. In this case, I will say that his father is stepping up into that role as close as you can possibly get. He still has his spirit guides, but his father is going to be there as a spirit guide through this entire life as a best friend. He can rely on him. All he has to do is say the word and talk to him, and he's there. He will always give advice, he says, just like a dad. Always give advice. And the most important thing, this is coming through so strongly, Alethea, and I have such chills over this. The most important thing is that you help him to encourage and remember and believe, no matter what his friends might say, no matter what society might say. Don't let him lose that connection. He needs to journal. He needs to keep talking to him. He needs to do whatever he can to remember that the rest of the world does not have to understand. They don't have to agree. But he needs to maintain that connection because it's absolutely sacred. And nobody could possibly love him more than his dad. I know you say you could, but trust me, here on the other side, it's just the love is unbelievable and unconditional. Okay. And you guys are still partnering as like the best parents your son could ever possibly have. one on this side and one on the other. And the last thing he wants you guys to know is that, he crossed over for a reason. His soul chose that before he was born. It was perfect timing. And part of it was so that you could guide him from this side and he could guide him from the other. And what I'm being told is that will make more sense as your son grows into adulthood. You guys will begin to understand why that was so important. Okay, but please know that he's there and keep talking to him. Guys, I have to, he's watching. Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's wonderful. I had this vision of him getting to watch this. I didn't realize he was on there live. That's amazing. Well, please know that he's absolutely with you. Just keep in connection. Forget what everybody else might say and just please know that he's there. This was one of the most amazing readings I have ever had the privilege of sharing. Guys, I do have to log off. I will be back on next Monday. I have live readings all week on my page. If you want to connect with me further, please find me here on the link on the banner on my Facebook page. Also, please know that if you want to schedule a reading with me, I have half price readings till the end of May and all sorts of fun events coming up in the next few weeks. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Veronica, for letting me be here. I'll see you live on Veronica's page next Monday. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.